Alright, so back with the prop shaft out, and you can see I got this side in, which I'll show you everything to do on that side. I just wanted to get one side done. But this is an example of how you should put your U-joint in properly. See how the greaser is right here, and this is right here? So then you can grease them all at once. Now, once I put that one in, I'll also keep it so when these two are this way, I'll have that one actually the opposite way, because this is on the driver's side furthest, and this on that end is on the passenger side furthest. So you'll be able to grease these and grease that one all without spinning the wheel multiple times trying to get it in the right spot. And then the best part about this crossing like this to the rear of the driver's side, it'll actually be slightly like this. So this will be able to grease right away a lot easier than your normal ones that are straight and that kind of setup. But even if it's not greasable, it'll probably last another 4,000 miles in this thing, and then you just take it out. And since what we have done on this one, and it's gonna be a lot easier to take out in the next round. But like I said, I got this one in, and then we'll go to this side. I'll show you how to do this one. For the sake of not moving the camera and going to the bench and whatnot, I just have it set up here today on this because this is in the shop in the way anyway. I gotta put these tools away, but what you're gonna do, you'll see, there's not only play in these U-joints, but also a lot of these are worn down, so it's actually making not only the U-joint sound, but in there it's clanking too. He described it as a roller coaster sound. So if you had a vise, you would lock this in the vise, kind of like redneck so. And then to get these off, you literally have to take the hammer once you get the clips out and pound them out. I have two clips out, which look like this. They're on the inside right here. And I'll pop two out to show you where they're at. Took these two out, so I just have to focus on the ones that are in the yoke part. So I'll turn this. You can see the one. The end is right there. So you just take a screwdriver or a punch, put it on there. And usually they'll pop right out. But since I'm doing a video, of course it can't just do that for us. There it goes. There, it's pushed out a little more. No? And then this side, that's how they should come out. A lot easier. You can see that popping out a little bit right there, but then I put it through and boom, that side is also out. And then all you have to do now is literally turn your drive shaft so you're not hitting on the ears of the drive shaft, since you're replacing, well, either if you're replacing the U-joint or not, you still take them out this way, but, or the U-joint and yoke, I mean, you still take them out this way, but just don't hit the ears that are on your drive shaft itself. And then you literally just and then that'll push this bearing out. should say bearing cap. Or U-joint cap, sorry. There's one. Flip it. Do the same thing. That one, all the needles stayed in, but on the floor there's a bunch of needles from doing that other U-joint. And then this will just come right out like that. And now, the easiest is to put this part in a vise. Not what I'm doing, but this part right here on a vise, and smack down right here. And this, holding the vise will neck this down either way, but I usually, like this, I'll take them, just hit, don't hit your ear, but hit right on the side. And that'll knock them out also. There's one, needles just went flying everywhere. And then turn it. And there's the other one. There's the other cap. U-joint will come out. Of course, Polaris has a non-greasable one. And then I always just take steel wool, or if you have sandpaper, that works also. Just get it looking decent in there. I'll just help clean debris out of the way, so the other new U-joint can go in much easier. Now it's cleaned up, we will grab our other U-joint yoke. This is the one with the roll pin. So we'll set that over here where we're going to put the roll pin in, back in the unit. The yoke. And then the U-joint. There is a brand that is really cool and has the greaser right on the edge of one of these caps. So like right here, the greaser would be but these will work just fine like this. You'll have your, well, evidently 5, but it's supposed to be 4 clips. And then put your grease cert in. Usually a 10 millimeter. Just start threading it and then try to get it lined up with like a crevice, because that's where it's going to be turned to when you have it on a unit. And then take your caps out carefully, because all them needle bearings are set in there perfect. And you want to keep them that way. And then you want to look at now this. Greaser is now facing this way when them rear ones are facing that way. So you want to put this in like this. And that should work perfectly to grease it from right there. Take 2 of your caps. Well, first, I normally grab a cap, slide it on, pick up on your U-joint. Grab another cap, get that one centered. I have this off for a reason, which I'll show you later if we have to use it that way like this, but put this back on. Make sure you're on them perfectly square. Because if they're perfectly square, then they should go in. One side gets seated better for the other side. Then all right, and once you see that it's seated and you have room enough to put your clips back in, you want to go ahead if you have enough room, put your clip in just so nothing else can move. there it goes. And take your screwdriver or punch. Lock it in place. That looks good. OCD check. And then you might have to push one way or another, because like that is not even close to fitting. So you can hammer down on the one side since they're pretty seated. Now what I do usually, take a socket of close to the same size, hit on it, just enough that you can get your there, then you have one set in, still pretty free, where these are both in pretty well flush, and you have them with their clips in. You can go ahead and on this last one, I have a yellow mark on this side of the yoke, and on this side, so I'm going to try, where I'm going to shove, this is the side that I push the pin through, so when I put it in, I'm going to push the pin through the same exact way. Shouldn't matter, but OCD stuff. And then you'll put, trying to rush for the video never works. A little lube on, put your cap on. That's why you don't get ramrodding and hammer them, because then they come out the sides. Alright, that should be good. Grab your other cap. And then you'll do the same thing. You'll put this cap on, squeeze it down like we did with a vise or a C-clamp, and this will be on, this will be on, and you get the gist. Have a better day than I am. See you later.